you must remember that this water is really music, and that even if you are fully submersed, you can still breathe freely and deeply. Now the water covers your chin, your mouth, your nose, your eyes. Close your eyes, Agnes. When I count to 3, you will wake up. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Who am I?
Dr. Livingston.
And why am I here?
To help me.
And why are you here?
Because I'm in trouble.
What kind of trouble? What kind of trouble, Agnes?
I'm afraid
Of what?
of telling you.
Don't be. It's just a breathless sound. Say it. What kind of trouble, Agnes?
I had a baby.
How did you have a baby?
It came out of me.
Did you know it was going to come out of you?
Yes.
Did you want it to come out of you?
No.
Why?
Because I was afraid.
Why were you afraid?
Because I wasn't worthy.
To be a mother?
Yes.
Why?
May I open my eyes now?
Not yet. Very soon, but not yet. How did the baby get into you?
It grew.
What made it grow, do you know?
Yes.
Do you want to tell me?
No.
Did you know from the beginning that you were going to have a baby?
Yes.
Well, how did you know?
I just knew.
What did you do about it?
I drank lots of milk.
Why?
Because that's good for babies.
You wanted the baby to be healthy.
Yes.
Then why didn't you go to a doctor?
Because nobody would believe me.
That you were going to have a baby?
No, not that.
Well, what wouldn't they believe? Agnes, did anyone else know about the baby?
Yes. I don't want to tell you.
Did this other person guess, or did you tell this other person?
She guessed.
One of your fellow nuns.
Yes.
Would she be angry if you told me her name?
She made me promise not to.
All right, Agnes. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to open your eyes, and when you do, you're going to be in your room at the convent on a night about 4 months ago when you were very sick. It's about 6 o'clock in the evening.
I'm afraid.
Don't be out here.
All right.
Agnes, tell me, what happened that night?
I ate
Well, what did you have for dinner?
fish and Brussels sprouts.
You don't like Brussels sprouts?
I hate them.
Well, what else did you have?
A little coffee and some sorbet for dessert, and that was special.
Then what happened?
We got up, cleared the table and went to chapel for Vespers.
Yes.
I left early because I wasn't feeling well.
What's the matter?
Just tired. I had my milk and went to bed.
Who gave you your milk?
Sister Margaret, I think.
Was it Sister Margaret that knew about the baby? Okay, Agnes, let's go to your room. I want you to open your eyes now and see the room as it was on that night. Now tell me, what do you see?
The bed.
What else?
The chair.
And where is that?
Here.
Anything else?
Crucifix.
Above the bed?
Yes.
Anything else? What is it? Something different?
Yes.
Something that's not normally in your room?
Yes.
Well, what's that?
A wastepaper basket.
Do you know who put it there?
No.
Do you know why it's there?
For me to get sick and pain in my stomach. I feel as if I've eaten glass.
What do you do next?
I have to throw up. Oh, but I can't. It's glass. One of the sisters is fed me glass.
Which one?
I don't know which one. They're all jealous. That's why.
What?
Of me. Oh, God, water. It's all water.
Why doesn't anyone come?
They can't hear me.
Why?
They're all in Vespers.
Can't you get them?
I can't. They're on the other side of the building. No, I don't want this to happen. I don't want it.
Where are you now?
On the bed. Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Agnes, what is it?
Go away from me.
Is there someone in the room?
Get away from me. I don't want you here. Don't touch me. Please, please don't touch me. No, I don't want to have the baby now. I don't want it. Why are you making me do this?
Agnes, it's all right. No one's going to hurt you.
You want to hurt my baby. You want to take my baby.
Stop, Herschel. There's someone for a moment.
No, no. You want to hurt my baby. You want to take my baby. Stay in, please. Stay in. Bitch. It's not my fault, Mommy. Whore. It's a mistake, Mommy. Liar.
Agnes, 1, 2, 3. It's all right. It's all right. It's me. It's Dr. Livingston. How do you feel?
Frightened.
It's bad enough having to live through it once, isn't it?
Yes.
Do you remember what just happened?
Yes.
Do you think you're well enough to stand?
Yes.
You formed your opinion about her, haven't you?
Well, I think that she's a very disturbed young woman, but I don't think that's
Then your job
always...
is done.
Well, maybe as far as the court is concerned, but personally...
Personally, I don't believe anybody asked you to get personally involved.
But I am.
And I'm telling you to get the hell out. If we want to hire a psychiatrist for Agnes, we'll find our own. Thank you.
One that will ask questions you want to ask.
One who will treat this matter with some objectivity and respect.
For you?
For Agnes.
Why, you still believe that my interference is going to destroy some kind of special aura.
She's a remarkable person, Doctor.
But that doesn't make her a saint.
I never said she was.
That's what you believe, isn't it?
That she's been touched by God, yes.
Well, prove it to me. She sings, is that unique? She hallucinates, she stops eating, she bleeds spontaneously. Is all of that supposed to tell me that she shouldn't be touched? I want a miracle. Nothing less. If you give me that, then I'll leave her alone.
The Father.
Who is he?
Why must he be anybody?
Oh my God. You're as crazy as the rest of you.
I'm not saying it's true, I'm only saying it might be possible.
How?
I don't know.
What do you think, some big white dove just came flying in through her window?
No, I can't believe
Well, that
that.
would be kind of remarkable and kind of scary, wouldn't it? Second coming stopped by hysterical nuns.
This is not the second coming, Dr. Livingston. Don't misunderstand
But you
me.
just said there was no man.
I'm saying if this is true, and if this is nothing more than a slightly miraculous scientific event.
Nothing more. You don't expect me to believe this garbage, do
You
you?
can believe whatever you like. I only told you because you asked for a miracle.
Well, if this is a miracle of science, then there must be a reasonable explanation.
But a miracle is an event without explanation. That's why people like you don't believe. You ask for an explanation and you demand one, and when you don't get one, you create one.
What in the hell are you talking about?
Unanswered questions. Tiny discrepancies in the way people like you say is the way of the world.
This is insane.
The mind is a remarkable thing, Dr. Livingston. We haven't even begun to understand all its possibilities. People bend spoons, they stop watches. Zen archers split arrows down the center one after another. We haven't even begun to explore all of those possibilities. If she is capable of putting a hole through the palm of her hand without benefit of nail, Now, no intelligent person today accepts that without question. We want answers, yes. That's the nature of science. But look at the answers we provide. An angel comes to a woman in a shaft of light, hysterical parthenogenesis. If those are the answers are crazy. If those are the answers, no wonder people like you don't believe in miracles.
The virgin birth is no more than a lie told to a gullible husband by a frightened wife.
Well, that's a plausible explanation. And that's what you're looking for, right? Plausibility? But it is also the nature of science to wonder, and we can only wonder if we're willing to question without finding all the answers.
But you can find the answers.
We can look for them. There's a difference. There was no man in the convent on that night, and there was no way for a man to get in or out.
So you are saying that God did it?
No, that's as much as saying Father Marshall did it. What I'm saying is God permitted it.
But how did it happen?
You'll never find all of the answers, Doctor. 1 and 1 is 2, yes, that leads to 4, and then to 8, and soon to infinity. The wonder of science is not in the answers it provides, but in the questions that it covers. For every miracle that's explained, 10,000 more miracles come into being.
I thought you didn't believe in miracles today.
But I want to believe. I want the opportunity to believe. I want the choice to believe.
But what you're choosing to believe is a lie. Because you don't want to face the fact that she was raped, or that she was seduced, or that she did the seducing.
She's an innocent.
But that doesn't make her an enigma. Everything that has happened to Agnes is explainable in modern psychiatry. She's an hysteric. She was molested as a child. She had no father, an alcoholic mother. She was locked in a house until she was 17, and in a convent until she was 21. 1, 2, 3, right down the line.
So you believe she's the sum of her psychological
But
parts?
that's what I have to believe.
Then why are you so obsessed with her? You're not sleeping. You think about her all the time, bent on saving her. Why? That's a question, no answer needed. I'm not accusing, I'm recognizing. I'm very familiar with the symptoms. I'm an expert on the disease. We're in this together, you and I.
So, you're saying that God permitted...
Possibly.
God possibly permitted her to have a child.
Not divine.
Not divine, just a child without benefit of a man.
That's what I would like to believe, yes.
Without proof.
Definitely without proof. There's no infallible proof for virginity, Doctor, just the absence of proof against it.
Well then, how do you explain the bloody sheets on the night of the conception?
I can't.
And why did the baby die?
I don't know.
And what do you think, that God just made a mistake and he's trying to correct it?
Don't be absurd.
Or is all this just a hoax, a cover-up, something to lead me down the garden path?
Why would I want to do
Because
this?
this is murder we're talking
Murder.
about. You believe Agnes is innocent? I believe Agnes is innocent too of this crime. Like you, I don't have any proof, but I'm looking, and if it's out there, I'll find it.
Don't try and turn this into a murder mystery, Doctor.
But aren't you concerned about what she just told us about another person in the room?
I'm concerned for her health and her safety.
Who was that other person, Mother? Was it you?
If you persist in believing that this is a case of murder, Doctor, it's the district attorney you must speak with, and not me, and definitely not Agnes.
Where are you going?
To the court to have you taken off this case.
Why? Because I'm getting too close to the truth?
Doctor, I pray that someday you may understand my position.
Well, Agnes is innocent, isn't she?
Goodbye, Doctor. And as for that miracle you wanted, it has happened. It's a very small one, but you'll notice it soon enough.
You were fighting.
Agnes, help me. Tell me, has Mother Miriam ever done anything that made you suspicious
No.
or frightened you?
Why are you asking
Because
that?
I think she might have had
Since